Hello friends, welcome to my channel, Cryptocurrency 360. I'm your host, Simply IEMS. In today's edition, we will be discussing 5 tips on how you can choose a coin to trade and how you can make profit out of it. You can make like 20%, you can make like 10%, you can make 5%. So I will advise you that you stick to this video to the last, as point number 5 is very key, is very crucial in making such profit. And without point number 5, you can just waste your money. You can choose point number 1 to point number 4, but point number 5 is very key. And please don't subscribe to the channel, like, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment box below. So let's begin. Point number 1 is the coin. Check out the price and the trading volume of the coin, because the price is related to your risk profile. Don't buy a coin because the price is low. No. If a coin is cheap, there are more risk involved in it. Beginners make this mistake of buying a coin because the price is low or it seems to be affordable by them. The low price can be due to low community, acceptance or poor project. The decision to invest in a coin has little to do with the affordability and a lot to do with the market cap. What is a market cap? Market cap is a price of a coin multiplied by the number of the coin in circulation. Get it right. The difference between total number of coin in circulation and total supply, maximum supply of a coin. Take for instance, the total number of coin of Bitcoin in circulation is 18 million, while the total supply is 21 million. So the market cap now of Bitcoin is the price of a Bitcoin multiplied by 18 million, which is the total number of Bitcoin in circulation. That is the market cap, because it is justifiable to invest in a coin by using a market cap than using the price. Why? Because the price has not much effect compared to the market cap. The market cap is very important in determining on how or whether or not to invest in a coin. So once you've made that decision, once you've looked into the market cap and you felt yes, it is a good project for me to invest in, then you need to consider these other things. What is the roadmap of the project? What is the project itself? How long has the coin been in existence? Who are the team behind the coin? Are the people known? Are they influential? Do they command respect in the society we live in? Take for instance, a coin that Elon Musk will endorse can go a little further than a coin that a nobody will endorse. So you see the difference. So what experience are they coming in with? Where have they worked before? The member of the team, the developers, where have they worked before? When you talk about Ethereum, the founder has worked before in a cryptocurrency company. So when you talk about Litecoin, the provider has, the creator, the originator has worked in Google company, IT company. So when you talk about Bitcoin Cash, they split from Bitcoin. So they have that experience, to bring to the table on how to work, on how to make the coin work. It is very important. So what is the coin used for? What is the value of the coin? Talk about Bitcoin, you can use it to purchase goods and services, you can use it as a store of value, you can use it as an investment tool. So what is it bringing? Talk about Litecoin, you can use it for trading. You talk about Tron today, you can use Tron, TRX, you can use it to, for content creation. You can use the to pay for content creation. So when you talk about Ripple today, you can use it to buy goods and services. When you talk about Ethereum today, you can use it to pay, as a fee to pay, to create your own cryptocurrency, because they have an open source where you can create your own. So what is the life value? What is the life value of the coin? What is it used for in the practical world? So what is the total supply of that coin? It is very important. A coin of, let's assume, 21 million will gain higher price than a coin of 1 trillion. Why? Cryptocurrency works with the law of demand and supply. Yes, cryptocurrency works with the law of demand and supply. So once the coin is high, once the supply of the coin is high, let's say like 1 trillion, before the price will go up, it will be very difficult, like a coin of 21 million. So you see the difference? So you need to put that into consideration. So once you've considered this, what do you need to look into again? You need to that now take us to point number 2. So point number 2 is now the exchange. Now, you've chosen out your coin that you want to trade. That is point number 1. Point number 2 now is the exchange. Now, decide on which exchange you want to use. Cryptocurrency exchange, now, you want to use to trade this coin on. 1, in deciding on which exchange to use, there are 3 important things that you need to consider. You need to put in place. 1, make sure the exchange have a wide variety of popular coin and have a high trading volume of those coins. It is very important. It is very important so that you can have a guarantee efficient activities, on this exchange for trading purposes. That is point number 1. Make sure the exchange have, a huge trading volume and with a popular coin in place. And 2, check out for the trading fee. What is the trading fee? When you talk about Binance has 2 methods of trading fee. 1, you can either pay 0.1% using any coin, or the local coin that you are trading, you can pay 0.1%, or you can pay 0.05% using the native coin, which is the BNB. So you need to consider that. What is the trading fee? What is the trading fee of that exchange? And you can either, in that exchange, you can either be a market maker or a market taker. So when you are a market maker, you are not paying any fee, you are paying 0% fee. And you are a market taker, you are paying the fee. You are paying a fee, either 0.1 or 0.05, depending on the trading fee of that exchange. Now, who is a market maker? A market maker is someone who is providing, liquidity. You are providing liquidity for the order book. What do I mean? Let me break it further. When you want to buy, you want to buy X amount of Bitcoin, there's what to call limit order, market order, stop limit order, OCO. In Bitcoin, in Binance. Now, if you want to provide liquidity, like you want to be a market maker, you will now go to limit order or stop limit and place a request. Okay, let's assume you want to buy X amount of Bitcoin. You now say, I want to buy X amount of Bitcoin in so price when the price drop to so amount. So now the order will not be executed immediately. The order will now, your order will not be in the order book. Then someone will now come, will now click on market, then and now buy that particular price that you set and now buy that coin in that particular price that you set. Now you've had the maker of the market. That person that is coming is the taker of the market. So that is very important too. So what you need to consider again is the withdrawal fee. How is it? Because I believe once you've made this money, you will want to withdraw it. Oh, come on now. That is the point you are making. Why are you trading before? It's not just to make money, then you withdraw the money to your bank account, then I use it. Yes, that is why you are trading. So I believe you want to withdraw this money once you've made this money. So now you need to consider their trading fee, their withdrawal fee, their withdrawal process. How is it? What are the criteria? What do they require for you to withdraw your money? How is it? Because you don't want to waste all your money or a huge percent of the money you've made or the profit you made in withdrawal fee. You don't want to do it. What is their verification process? Like vendors, before you can withdraw your money or withdraw cryptocurrency debt to another exchange or to a wallet, you need to do your Google authentication. Without the Google authentication, you cannot withdraw. So it differs with other exchanges. So you need to consider it. I said, what you need to consider, the trading volume, whether the exchange have a wide variety of popular coin. You look out for the trading fee. Point number 3, you look out for, point number 3, you look out for the withdrawal fee. Then once you consider your coin to trade, then you've considered the exchange to use. Then the point number 3 now is the purpose. So now, what is the purpose of you choosing that coin? And what is the purpose of you using that exchange? It is very important. It is very important, as this will give you, a sense of saying, okay, this is what I want to achieve. What is the purpose? What is the purpose? So before trying to invest in a coin, try and define what the purpose is. Are you trying to make a huge profit from it, of which I know you want to? So now, how do you intend to make this profit? So when you make this profit, what plans have you put in place for you to make such profit? So that is under purpose. You need to discover the purpose. So once you discover the purpose, and you stick to the purpose, you remember the purpose, you identify, you stick to the purpose, things will work out well. So you will not be knocked down by the rise and fall of the coin. You know when to sell, you know when to buy, you know the amount of profit in percentage you are trying to realize, you know when to buy that coin and when to sell, because of what? You know how much you are trying to realize, how much you are trying to make as a profit. That is very important. Then point number 4, I said point number 1, you need to look out for the coin you need to buy. Point number 2, look for the exchange. Point number 3, you need to know the purpose, why you choose that coin and why you choose that exchange, and how much you want to make out of it. Then point number 4, check out the trade pattern of that coin. How has it been trading? How has it been trading? Is it going down? Is it going down? Or there is a point it will go up, come down? How has it been trading? What is the trading pattern? You need to put that into consideration as you look out to how you can make money from this coin. There are some coin that trade well in a particular point in a day. Can be in the morning, can be in the afternoon, can be in the evening, because in your country you can be sleeping while other countries are awake. So other countries that are adopted that coin very much, when they are trading it tends to rise up than countries who are still struggling to accept that coin. So you need to consider it, the trading pattern of the coin, before you choose that coin to be traded. Then point number 5, you need to do your technical and your fundamental analysis. It is very, very important, because cryptocurrency market is very, very volatile. Yes, you can lose your money if you don't know how to play the game. You don't gamble there. It's those people that gamble that loses money. But once you have the real knowledge of what you are doing, once you have the real knowledge of what you are doing, you will profit more. So I advise you to spend more time on your technical analysis. You can go for cryptocurrency training classes. It is very important. You learn it and you earn. You learn first, then you later earn. So your technical analysis are very important. So also your fundamental analysis. You need to trade the news. Why? Because news can just come up that will cripple the market. Take for instance, when Elon Musk wanted to go and buy $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, that alone skyrocketed the price of Bitcoin. So you see the difference? You see how fundamental analysis can help? Yes, it is very, very important. Let me just share a story with you. The coins I trade Bitcoin, I trade Ethereum, I trade sometimes I trade Ripple, I trade Litecoin and some other coins like that. So there was this particular point I was trading Ripple. So the market was very, very crazy then. We're just going up, some stuff like that. So I never knew SEC of USA has instituted a case against Ripple. So that made the price to go down. That's why I said fundamental analysis is very important. That the price was going down, I never knew. I just said, okay, let me check. I said, okay, let me check. I've lost huge amount of money. Why? Because I did not follow the news. So you see why it is important to do your technical and fundamental analysis, because it is very, very important. It is very, very important. So in summary, what are the tips that you can use to choose a coin to trade? Point number 1, I said, first of all, know the coin that you are choosing. Do your research on that coin. Don't just go and buy a coin like that. No, do a research on the coin. Point number 2, decide on which exchange you want to use. I will suggest to you that you use Binance. If you are in Africa or Nigeria, you use Binance. Because of why? Binance, there are only 2 crypto exchanges that work in Nigeria. I believe in Africa also. One is Luno, 2 is Binance. And Binance is more standard than Luno. Binance has a wide variety of coins that you can trade. And Binance, with Binance, they have high trading volume that you can use. And with Binance, to do their KYC is very, very important. I will be dropping, the link below if you want to register with Binance, or if you want to download it, I'll be dropping the link below and you can download it right there. Yes, I suggest that you use Binance if you are in Africa or in Nigeria. It is very important. Okay, 2 exchange. Point number 3, you need to define the purpose of why you choose that coin, you choose that exchange, and you want to trade it. And point number 4, I told you that you need to check out the trade pattern. And point number 5, you need to do your technical and your fundamental analysis. That is very important. This comes to the end of our video today. Please, on my next video, I will be doing on how you can make quick profits. 3 points on how you can make quick profit from trading crypto.